Hi, this is Li Ji. Now I'm going to show you the Mandcheter coding system implemented on the FPGA system used for the RFID system. So the RFID system includes a RFID reader. So it's used a TIF from Texas Instrument, and this board is the transponder coil, and this is transponder rectifier circuit. I implement the Mandcheter encoder and the decoder on this FPGA board. It's a Cyclone 2 DE board from Altera. So the system has two working modes. One is the BIT mode, so it's used directly internally routes the output from the Mandcheter encoder to the input of the Mandcheter decoder. So another mode is a running mode. So it will take this output from the Mandcheter encoder and connect it to the load modulation switch controller and control the mode modulation and inductively coupling the signal to the transponder RFID reader. And the output from the TIF directory mode 0 will connect to the input of the Mandcheter decoder and get the decoder output. So there's three LED. This red LED, one is the indicator of the enable, reset, and the third one is the mode selection. So when it's on, it uses the BIT mode. And another green LED, one is for the Mandcheter encoder and one is for the Mandcheter decoder. So when it's on, it means Mandcheter encoders and the decoder is working. And I connect the output of the Mandcheter encoder and the decoder to the logic analyzer, so we can see the output from the logic analyzer. So we start sampling the output from the Mandcheter coder. So it's a BIT system, so it's for testing. So you can see for each bit stream it contains a start bit and 660 bits. So the first 4 lines is the output of the Mandcheter encoder, and the rest 4 lines is from the output of the Mandcheter decoder. So we can just zoom in. So the first is the clock of the Mandcheter encoder. So it uses 1 microsecond. So you can see from here, it's 1 microsecond. And the second line is SOF bit ready. So it's a start bit ready. So after it will start to encode the bit stream. The third one is the bit stream. I took from the raw, and the next one is the encoded signal from the raw bit stream. So it starts from start bit and start to encode the raw bit stream. So this one is output, the input of the Mandcheter decoder, and this is a 10 microsecond clock for the decoding. And this one is the indicator of the start bit detector. So with this signal, it means it detects the start bit, and then it will start to decode this input bit stream. So you can see it recovered to the original raw bit stream. Okay, now let's start over from the beginning. So we go to the Cortex 2 program interface and start power on the board and start to program the board. Okay, let's start to enable and reset and start with the BIT mode. So you can see the encoder and the decoder start working. So it internally puts the encode output to the decode output. And now let's just change it to the running mode, so it will take the external input from the RFID reader. So let's just switch it to 0. And now you can see the decoder LED, this green LED, start to blinking. So it means it start to decoding signal, which is coming from the Mandcheter, the RFID reader. So I just move this transponder a little bit, and you can see the the Mandcheter decoder system, how it works. So you can see if I just remove the transponder and the LED stopped blinking. When I put close, and you can see it works. Yeah, thank you.